So I brought a special guest on tonight, and Kurt and I have known each other for a little while. In fact, he flew out to Utah and he visited with corporate and stayed with myself for about 3 days, and we got to know each other pretty well. And I've gotten to like him quite a bit. And what I love is he's got a history in as a financial advisor and as an entrepreneur and things of that sort. And I've asked him for his opinion on rNetwork, what he thought about it coming from the sense of a financial advisor. Because the one thing that I love about rNetwork, it is quite unique. It's different. There's a lot of elements that are noticeable. There's a lot of elements that a lot of large companies have used to get very, very big. And what they've done is they've taken a little bit from each world, from retail, from e-commerce, from networking, to all sorts of different things, and kind of mesh this thing together. So we like to refer to it as a hybrid. And what I really love about it is, for the first time in a long, long time, I truly, truly, honestly believe that this is a platform and a company where even a beginner can do well. And that's hard to find. And it's hard to say until you really look at it. But the key to business, I don't care what type of business you're in, and that video I was about to show, it didn't work, but that's okay. The key to business is keeping the customer thrilled. Absolutely, the customer has to win. If the customer doesn't win, you can't win. You can't sustain a business. You've got to be able to keep a clientele or a customer base. That is so essential. And I think the customer is a forgotten man or woman in a lot of these different platforms and a lot of opportunities I've seen online, because either the product is priced really high or, whatever it may be. But what I love about this is we've got hundreds of thousands of products, and every time a customer purchases a product, he or she is paid commission on the product he or she just purchased. And it's just amazing. I liken it to Costco or Amazon Prime or anything like that. If somebody went to any of these places and purchased an item, they would be thrilled if they received commission on that item. They'd be even more thrilled if they can refer somebody to an Amazon Prime or a Costco or somewhere like that and receive a commission on their purchases as well, without having to open up a full-fledged e-commerce store or brick and mortar and things of that sort. And as I look at this network, and as it's growing, more and more and more products are constantly being added. And then on top of that, we're going to have a bank. We'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. It's just phenomenal. And I honestly, still to this day, believe that there are members in rNetwork that don't even understand the full scope of what rNetwork is and how big it's getting and how much bigger it's going to get, especially when they add the bank and especially when other pieces fall into place. But when I look at a business, it's simple. I look for a good product and a service at a very reasonable cost. $50 is an extremely reasonable cost for what you receive. Longevity, sustainability is very important. Good partners, not just at corporate, but a strong team. No ceiling. I hate ceilings. I was talking to some people yesterday. I said, I don't like having a ceiling on what I can earn. I always tell people I'm the worst employee you could ever have because I don't like a ceiling. I've been self-employed for well over 20 years, my entire adult life, really, because I don't deal with ceilings. And a real opportunity. I don't want to sell something that's overpriced. I don't want to play a game. I don't have time for that stuff. I'm too old and tired for that. I want an opportunity where if I know somebody who has a car, a house, who has ever gone on a vacation, purchases prescriptions or medications, has a mobile phone, shops online, goes out and eats, enjoys the discounts, they could become a customer or a partner of mine. And you have that in rNetwork. It is absolutely amazing. It's the old advantage. If you can't beat them, join them. For example, I'll give you a perfect example. some of our partners, and we'll go through some of them, but they include Staples, they include AliExpress, Overstock.com, GNC, and so many others. And when I was in business a couple years back and I had my own e-commerce store, I had to compete against all these guys. And it was hard. They had really large marketing budgets or whatever it may be. And I had to sell items, and then I had to try to price them competitively, but I couldn't get them for the same costs that they could get them for. And so I couldn't be as competitive as I wanted to. So now I'm able to lock arms with the company where I can sell all of these products that people trust, they like, they purchase all the time, and I get a commission every time they don't do anything differently than they already do, except for now they get paid a commission when they shop, as opposed to just shopping. So it's a better deal for them, and I'm getting paid. It's absolutely insane what rNetwork is doing. And before I get into that, I want to turn it over to Kurt for a few minutes. I asked him this morning if he could jump on this call and just give me his honest opinion as a financial advisor, as an entrepreneur, what he likes about rNetwork and what makes it unique. So Kurt, the time is yours.
Thank you, John. And I do look at everything from the financial side. I've been a financial sales executive in the financial services, the fintech industry, for almost 30 years. So my whole focus in my brain is targeted on financial services. And when John began to share with me last year, sometime that we had something coming like rNetwork, I absolutely couldn't believe it. The companies that I deal with, the large companies, American Express and Chase Bank, and these large financial institutions and insurance companies, they're all looking for something to tie their customers to them. Some of them have some savings deals on their credit cards or attached to their memberships with insurance and that type of thing, but nothing even comes close to what we have already with rNetwork. But the real thing that attracts me is what's going to happen in the financial services industry as a whole when we launch the financial services side of rNetwork, particularly the bank. Coming from that industry, it is going to be the industry is going to go crazy. It's going to be a frenzy of people to get in here. And I'm not talking about just people like average Joes like you and me. I'm talking about executives. I sat in a boardroom a couple of weeks ago with the CEO and the CFO of a company, and they just asked me the question, Kurt, what's new and coming? They meant with what I was already doing and talking to them about. I said, do you want to really know where the future is? And I laid out rNetwork for them in about 5 minutes. And the CFO said, yeah, but what does it cost? And I said, you better sit down, because it's huge. It's $50 a month. And they both erupted laughing. Like, okay, Kurt, now seriously, be real with us. And I said, it's $50 a month. And on top of that, I shared with them where the bank is going to come into being. They sat there speechless for about a minute. And they said, and you're telling me that we can do all of this for $50 a month? I said, yeah, it's incredible. He said, the masses are going to flock to this company. I said, I know. And he said, is it just the United States? I said, no, it's going to be worldwide. They both sat back in their chairs and said, my goodness, this is going to be absolutely massive in this industry. And I said, I know. And I'm in at the beginning, and you can be too. This, I'm telling you, from the financial services industry, this is going to be absolutely huge. This is going to reorder the financial services, the banking, the monetary industry for the first time ever. This is one of those NBDBs, never been done before, situations in the financial planning, financial services industry. And I'm telling you, when this happens, when this hits the street, you better be ready and brace, because it is going to go like wildfire. And these are two guys sitting in the room that gave validation that even make way, way, way more than you and I make. And they're like, man, we want a piece of this. We've never seen anything like it. And I said, yes, and there's nobody even close to catching us. With the reordering, of the banking system. Banks are good. We need banks, John, but they don't always treat us right. There are some good banks out there, but a lot of them don't. They're just not honest. And I'll give you a specific example. I got kicked out of a couple institutions. This is a religious financial institution for its member and its clergy. And they're a worldwide organization. They were paying their customers anywhere from 1.7 to about 3.3% interest per year on their money. And that includes not just their savings account, bank accounts, there was money markets involved, but including their retirement money. Well, it came to be through a document that I ended up with that I probably shouldn't have, obviously, but they were making over 12% on the people's money every single month. But yet they were giving them only 1 to 3% every year. And the order is about to be reversed, where we as consumers now are about to be on the receiving end of that. And I got to tell you, John, I am so excited about what's happening in the financial industry with rNetwork. It's going to turn everything upside down. We are going to change people's lives dramatically, both not only with finances, but ease of life and freedom. And I'm telling you, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King's famous speech, "I have a dream," that free at last, the free at last, thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. That day is coming for me and for you and anybody else who gets in on this with us. Back to you, John.
No, I appreciate it. And everybody, I wanted you to hear from someone who's been in the finance industry as long as Kurt has. And he said, I've got a very good friendship with this gentleman and I trust his opinion a lot. And the great thing about it is we have a lot of members on this team just like Kurt. My business partner's been in banking his entire life. His dad owned a bank and things of that sort. He's been in the world of finance. He absolutely loves this. Everybody I speak with who's in that world, their heads spin when they see this. It's not just a savings platform. That's what people need to understand. It's so much more than that. The savings part is a piece of it. It's an aspect of it. It's for the first time in your life, you can share revenue with the multi-billion-dollar businesses like the AliExpresses and the Overstocks and the GNCs and everybody else without having to compete against them. This is going to change lives, period. I'm already seeing it happen. And I really wanted tonight's call. I want people to open their minds a little bit. I want them to see what a participation marketplace for the masses looks like, what it is. I saved $4,700 on my card below retail, over and above where I would have saved at the place I purchased my last 7 vehicles from. Some of you may say, oh, only $4,700. That's not the point. The point is, as a consumer, $4,700, it would take 8 years of paying $50 a month to make up for one item I saved on. Am I a happy customer? Kurt mentioned it. Financial institutions, stores, everybody, they're looking for something that sticks to the consumer. If I'm a consumer and I'm paying $50 a month and I save $4,700 on one purchase, and on top of that, commission would be paid out on that vehicle to 9 other people. That sticks. You have to have satisfied customers. And for you to become a satisfied customer and not have to convince a friend or family member to buy a pill or a juice, it is so refreshing. On top of the car, the bank, mobile. How many people do you know have a mobile phone? What if I introduced you to members that has saved well over $100 a month on their mobile phone, $200, $300 on their family plans? I can do it all day long, and they spend $50 a month to do it. That sticks. Discounts on mortgage origination fees. Now, on top of that, a global mall, and coming in 2020 very soon, an FDIC insured bank with discounted banking services. Our network is massive. It's huge. It's so much bigger than what most people, when they look at it service, they're like, oh, cool, an awesome savings program. No, a lot more than that. Think of Costco, think of AAA, think of Amazon Prime. Think of any of these places that are monsters. And why are they monsters? You pay a fee, you get a discount. Does that business model work? Yes. Now imagine for a moment if any of these three places also paid you a commission every time you purchase an item. On top of that, what if they paid you a commission every time you referred somebody to them and they paid you a commission on an item? Would they be bigger? Yes. Imagine on top of that if they opened their own bank and then they give you a card, and every time you swipe that debit card, you can get a discount on something, and every time somebody swipes that debit card that you referred and they referred, you get paid part of those gateway fees. A bank that shares your revenue. It's not just multi-billion-dollar industries sharing their revenue, it's a bank that's sharing their revenue. How big would these places be? And they're already massive. This works. Imagine filling up your cart at Costco, rolling it up to a cash register, and every time you take a product out and you swipe and you ring it up, you see dollar signs. Hey, I just made a commission on my Kellogg's. I just made a commission on my Apple Jacks, on my Dunkin' Donuts, and everything in my cart. I was gonna buy them anyway, but now it's a bonus. I just got a commission. And the guy behind me, oh, I referred him to Costco. I'm gonna watch him ring these items up because I get a commission on every single one of those items. I'm sharing revenue with Costco. You get to share revenue with hundreds of merchants. Hundreds. Right now we have well over 30 in there, and we're adding more every couple of weeks. And on top of that, you're sharing with the auto industry. We've teamed up with one of the largest auto dealers in Utah, and they have cars all over the country. The mortgage industry, travel, dining, entertainment, online shopping. Am I missing anything? Prescriptions, medications, mobile services, and a lot more coming. You share revenue with all of that for $50 a month on top of your discounts. There's nothing like this out there. The rNetwork difference. What do I do for a living? I redirect spending. Why would they spend with me? Because I pay them commissions on items they purchase when nobody else does, and I pay them commission when they refer people to purchase with us. They're getting a good deal, the people are getting a good deal, and it's growing like a weed. And that's before we even launch the bank. Imagine AliExpress. Go on there, look up an item. You'll find one. You're gonna buy something somewhere. Go to Overstock, Staples. Anybody ever shop at Staples? How many times have you gone to the cashier at Staples, rung something up, and they said, hey, you just earned another 50 cents. You just earned another $1. You just earned another 25 cents. You just earned $2. They don't tell you that. They hand you the receipt and say, all right, see you later. Have a nice day. Not anymore. That's what people need to see, how big this is. I have CPAs in my downline. I have financial advisors. I have bankers. I have people from all scopes of business. And they're salivating. John, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And we can offer apparel and accessories, computers and electronics, finance, gifts, health and wellness, home and garden, office, and the list goes on and on and on. And we're just getting started. What does this TCR mean? 8% right here. 8%. That means if I buy an item from this place right here on the bottom, I would make 8% on that item. 25% goes to me, 75% goes to my upline because I purchased an item that I would have bought anyway. Would have bought it anyway. How cool is that? I'm sharing revenue with numerous industries. I'm not selling a juice. I'm not selling a pill. Look at this coat right here. Which jacket would you buy? I think it's pretty obvious. Same exact jacket. I pulled this off of our global mall. I found this item on our mall. $220 was the retail. Price $175. I could go directly to their website, buy this right now for $175, or I can go through my back office, which takes me to their website. And because of an agreement, an exclusive agreement we have with this vendor, I can buy the same jacket and 7.5% will be paid out in commission. Some to me, some to my team. For buying the same exact coat. I save a little money and people on my team get paid. And this happens over and over. Think about it happening all day long, every day. Boom, 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 boom. As this grows, more people buying and buying. You get paid multiple times. How amazing is that? And $50, go write it off. I'm not a CP, but I can tell you right now, go start an LLC for $50 and write off a lot of stuff. You'll save that $50 just in the write-offs. And then learn to become an entrepreneur and save like an entrepreneur. Get the tax breaks, get everything you want. Save, earn, repeat, share. Save, earn, share, repeat. And go receive discounts on meds, prescriptions, pet meds, travel, all of this other stuff. Go receive exclusives on your phone, your auto, your mortgage. Take advantage of it. I asked this before, are discounted marketplaces sustainable? Yes. But the last time I checked, you cannot write off any of your memberships for Amazon Prime. You can write off your Costco membership. You can't write off your AAA membership. You can write off your rNetwork membership because it's now your own business because you're sharing revenue with them. You're able to start a business. That means our membership could be better than their membership, and millions of people are paying for these every single month, all the time. I can't imagine anybody telling us no. If they really knew what this was, they'd be begging you to sign up. They wouldn't say no. They'd be like, where in the world, how do I get started? Because I'll ask you this question. Would you refer more people to Costco if you earn commission on their purchases? Of course you would. How about Amazon Prime, AAA? But here's a golden question. Question of the night. Would you stop paying any of these memberships, losing out on your savings and benefits? Because why do you pay for these memberships? Because you get benefits. You pay Costco $120 a year. Why? Because you save more than $120 a year. You pay Amazon Prime. Why? Because you save more. That's why you do it. You would pay rNetwork because you can save more. But on top of that, they'll say, hey, you can go refer people and make commission on their purchases as well, on top of your already benefits. So would you tell Costco, no, I'm going to stop? You know what? I'm so offended that you asked me, or you offered me more money if I refer others. No, I don't want to refer anybody. No, forget you. You know what? I don't want the benefits. I don't want to benefit anymore. I'm done because you said I can make money on others. No, 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 no. Would you tell them no? Of course you wouldn't. So why would you tell us no? Why would you tell somebody at rNetwork no? When you know I saved $278 my first week, I paid $50, $4,700 on my car, $3,200 on my daughter's car. I've saved on hotels, I've saved on restaurants, I've saved on I save all the time. It's easy to save in rNetwork because they're all over the place. My friend Jamie in New Jersey is saving $165 a month on his phone bill for crying out loud. And just more and more testimonials just pop up constantly. Thousands. This is real. If it wasn't real, why would AliExpress sign with us? Why would places like Staples sign with us? They're not going to associate themselves with us if we weren't real. Are you kidding me? And I'll tell you how this works. This is what scares people, and it's mind-blowing to me. Because they see 3 and they thought, oh my gosh, what the heck? You're thinking about the juice that costs $200 a month when you see 3. You're thinking about the pill that's overpriced when you see 3. You're not thinking about the analogy at Costco. I'm already benefiting as a member. I'm already saving more than I pay. I'm already in the positive. Now I refer a couple people, and guess what? I make money on all their purchases, and they benefit before they sign anybody up because they can save too. Are you doing them a disservice by referring them to a benefit? Just like you would at Costco or Amazon Prime? No, you're doing them a favor. People need to see this for what it is. And then you refer three people, and guess what? Going back to the analogy with Costco, you refer 3 people to Costco. What if they paid you your membership back every year? They reimbursed you because you referred 3 people. Of course, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that'd be great. Guess what? We do that. Your $50 a month comes right back to you. You refer 3 people once, not all the time, 3 people, period. $50 coming back to you every month. On top of that, you make $2 a month on each one of them. On top of that, you make a commission every time he or she engages in the network. How amazing is that? Why do you think Kurt's friends almost fell on the floor? They're thinking, you've got to be kidding me. This sticks. Members are going to rally. They already are, and we haven't even released everything yet. On top of that, your 3, it unlocks all of the levels of commission with 3 people. Name another program that does that. I don't think you can. I've never seen it. Every single tier of compensation is unlocked with 3 people. You get your money back, you're in the profit, you always have your benefits even when you're searching for the 3. So you're ahead of the game on day 1. What do you have to lose? Seriously, what do you have to lose? Go write it off. It's $50 a month. You can't find $50 in write-offs as a self-employed person? It'd be hard not to. I've been self-employed for 23 years. It's easy to find $50 a month to write off as a self-employed person. Simple. On top of that, I get the savings. Are you kidding me? I love this. Absolutely love it. So I feel like I'm doing people a major favor by offering this to them. I'm not selling them an overpriced juice. Forget that. I'm not interested in doing that. And they go get 3, and they go get 3. And guess what? It happens. I've brought in about 80 people. I have over 13,000 people on my team. Over 13,000 people. Think about it. And I get to make $2 a month on people in my matrix. And every time they save money, I get to make money because I'm stacking commissions. So what if somebody on my team buys a phone and saves money? I get paid. A car, I get paid. A product in our mall, I get paid. Over and over and over again. And guess what? We keep opening country after country after country. More and more products, more and more people. And then I'm not making $2 a month anymore per member. I might be making $10 a month, $12 a month, or more. I'm literally building a business center for $50 a month. That's what I get. I'm thrilled to death I have the ability to share this with people. I love it. It pumps me up all the time. I absolutely love what I do. And on top of the 3 and free, I can bring in free fans, free customers. John, this sounds too good to be true. Okay, fine. Sign up for free and go save yourself some money, and then come tell me that savings wasn't real. Because you won't be able to. You'll save money and say, oh my gosh, this is real. How do I become a charter member? Do you know how I know? Because I've done it. I've signed up free members. And they'll call me about 2 weeks later and say, I just saved so much money on my phone or my car or this. Where do I sign up? I want to do this. Test this out. Try it. See what happens. On top of that, global revenue pools. We'll talk about that next. Shares in the company. Talk to the person who sent you to this call and ask him or her how you can actually earn shares in our company, because guess what? We're going public. Then our bank, paid on swipes. We'll talk about that here in the next slide. But imagine sharing revenue with the entire network. How many members did I just say? Who was paying attention? How many members are on my team? I have over 13,000. Did you realize you can have a free business with 3 people, but it's already free because you're receiving the discounts and you're writing it off anyway. You're already ahead before you have any people at all. What do you have to lose? Where's the risk? On top of that, 10 people, you can have a founder bonus. What does that mean? That means every time people in my network engage in the network and the concierge services, you can get paid on that as well. Which means you can have a team of 10 people you signed up and potentially make earnings on 13,000 people. Plus the other team, I haven't even mentioned them yet, and the fact that we're growing by hundreds of people, if not at least, it may even be about 1,000 a day right now. We're growing a lot. And we haven't even launched a bank yet. Why do you think Kurt was so excited? Why do you think everybody is so excited? Why do you think so many top level people are coming into the scene? They get it. Entrepreneurs get it. They are running to our network. You are able to earn bonuses on the entire network. Now this slide, my favorite slide. What does it mean? What does this mean? I really want people to understand the power of our network and what they're doing. Because the bigger it gets, the better it gets. It just doesn't just mean more people come into the company and then our discounts get bigger. Well, yeah, they do. They do. Because we're leveraging our buying power. We're going to vendors and saying, hey, we now have 50,000 people in our network, 100,000 people, 200,000 people. Now what discount can we get? It gets their attention. Believe me, it gets their attention. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's for marketing. Yeah, we'll give you an exclusive discount. But think about the bonuses. On top of what you're already making, because you've got your 3, you've unlocked your tiers, you're already making commission, you're saving money. But now let's talk about the founder bonus a little bit. What if we have 30,000 members and 25% of them saved on concierge services, which means a car, a phone, whatever it may be. Any of the concierge services, and we're adding more concierge services as well, by the way. So say you make on average 5 cents per person that does that. Would you like to make $375 a month bonus just because you have 10? Or would you like to make $3,700 a month bonus because you have 10? Or maybe $31,000 a month in a year or two? $62,000 a month? Who knows? Who knows? Now, obviously, these are projections, but just go off the numbers. Math, one thing I love about math doesn't lie. Math is the most honest thing on the planet. Math doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. We're basing this off of 25% usage and 5 cents per transaction. I believe I'm being conservative, and that's okay. I'm comfortable being conservative. I believe that our network is going to take network marketing and flip it right on its head. And what I love about it, that's exactly what they intend to do with it. We're fed up. We're tired of companies preying on the little guy. We're tired of companies going to a beginner and saying, you can earn, when 1 to 3% of them are earning. We're tired of it. We're fed up with it. I left the industry for 16 years because of that and did something else. Our network, I saw this and I thought, I am all in. There's no way I'm missing this. And I have no reservations telling everyone about it. Because I'm not losing relationships with this. I'm offering people an immediate benefit. Now, on top of that, I get a bank card soon. Bank's coming out very, very soon. I'll let corporate make that announcement. I heard some news recently, and I'm not going to share it on this call, but I'm flipping excited. I can tell you about that right now. And one thing I decided a long time to do, I'm not waiting for the bank to come out. Why? Because I don't want to be this lovely lady on the left holding my card saying, okay, awesome, I have this card and I can swipe and people can get paid and I may get discounts with the card, all that kind of stuff. That's great. But I didn't wait. If the bank came out tomorrow, I would have potentially 13,000 members holding a bank card, swiping it. Every time they swipe their debit card, I would get paid. Now, if it comes out in a month from now, 2 months from now, whenever that may be, I have a pretty good idea. What if I have 20,000 members, 30,000 members swiping this card and I get paid even if he or she does not swipe in any of the stores in the network? I get part of those gateway merchant fees. I sold credit card processing for 2 years. I'm very familiar with how it works. Those pennies add up, let me tell you. And on top of that, think about the bank having discounted products and services, because it's not just going to start and end with that card. It's not. But imagine all these people swiping. Now imagine they swipe and they purchase an item within the network. Now I get paid twice. Do you really want to turn this down? You've got to understand the magnitude of what our network is, how big this truly is. Can you see it? Can you see it like Kurt and so many other of my friends in business, in fintech, in finance, in banking, in accounting? I've been self-employed a long time. I know a lot of business professionals, and I'm telling you, these people are ecstatic about our network. They see it, and it's our job to help everyone see it. The big guy, the little guy, and everyone in between. We have a winning formula because we can thrill the customer. The final end consumer can be thrilled. But only you can choose whether or not you see it. I can't make that decision for you. That's not up to me to decide. That's up to you to decide. I see it clear as day. So do many others. And I am inviting you to get back with the person who sent you to this call and ask your 2 to 3 questions, whatever they may be. Have them show you their back office, have them show you the mall, and just be ready to have your eyes literally pop out of your head, because it's phenomenal. And the cool thing is, we're just getting started. We're in the infancy stages, before critical mass, before all of that, and you can join. You can become a member for $50. It's crazy. Everybody, thank you for coming out on a Friday night. We're going to have another call tomorrow night. We're going to have a training tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, a training. Then a call just like this tomorrow night, so you can have your prospects on that call. Another one Sunday night. We're excited. We're excited because we absolutely love what we do. It's like a new breath of life. I had a business for a long time, and I still have it. But this, wow, my whole focus just shifted right over to this, because I've never seen anything like this. Not quite like this. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk to you next time.